Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 2 of episode 19, and coming right up next, a 6-man tag team match. The Miz, Kane and Mr. Kennedy set to take on AJ Styles, CM Punk and Cara before those 6 men are set to meet in the Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania. So the 6 guys who will compete at Money in the Bank set to compete and face off in a 6-man tag tonight. And the first man to make his way to the ring, he's charismatic and he's cocky and arrogant and pretty annoying as well, but he is The Miz, Cleveland's own. He makes his way to the ring and is here really to prove a point that despite being in a tag team with Mr. Kennedy, he can still shine in singles competition, and what a way to prove that by getting the decisive victory here tonight and possibly going on to WrestleMania and winning the briefcase. That would cement his legacy here in No Limits Wrestling. It is what Miz and every superstar in that backstage hopes to be. They all hope to be world champion, as well as this guy, Mr. Kennedy. Brash, young, arrogant from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Again, despite being in a tag team with The Miz, it's every man for himself at WrestleMania with the Money in the Bank looming. You see the way he looks at the crowd with contempt. He is here in this business for one goal, and that is to one day become World Heavyweight Champion. And you see The Miz and Mr. Kennedy waiting in the ring for their tag team partner here tonight. An unlikely tag team partner. The Big Red Machine, Kane. He strikes fear into the hearts of many, and last week, along with The Undertaker, defeated the NWO Wolfpack, but tonight sets his focus back to the Money in the Bank ladder match and to this matchup, where he's the unlikely teammate of Mr. Kennedy and The Miz. Usually, Kane would not be seen dead teaming with the likes of these guys because of their attitude. However, he's been thrust upon this position tonight, so for the meantime Kane has to get along, and then, and only then, at WrestleMania he's allowed to kick ass and do what he does best. He wants to become Mr. Money in the Bank, he wants to become world champion. You can see the intensity in his eyes, and here's this guy, a man who will excel in the high risk offense used in Money in the Bank. The Mexican luchador, Cara, burst onto the scene a few weeks back in that Battle Royal on the Retribution pre-show, and ever since has been on a roll. Last week, Mr. Kennedy and The Miz were beating down CM Punk and AJ Styles when who else? Cara would come to their aid and save the day. He is competing here tonight with the hope that he can become the lightest world champion in NLW history. You see the way he matches up to Kane. But this guy may not be a match for anybody. He is the former hardcore champion, and a man who, after returning recently, has been on the roll as well. The phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Styles goes into Money in the Bank as one of the favourites, considering he is a former hardcore champion and is fresh from injury. Those concerns were put to rest last week, however, it was Mr. Kennedy, you see there, that defeated AJ Styles last week. And now we await the final man. The man who was voted in by the NLW fans. The straight edge society superstar, the Second City Saint, that man, CM Punk, Chicago's own. Makes his way to the ring here, and this is the man that has been tipped by most to win Money in the Bank. Can he do it on Sunday, or will the pressure be too much? He comes in with a major reputation, but he is finally here in No Limits Wrestling and is here to prove a point. He did that last week by defeating The Miz. However, since returning and debuting on episode 17, he is still hoping to put smiles on the fans' faces. That is why he was voted to come to No Limits Wrestling. That is why he's here. It was the fans that decided CM Punk to come here, and he is honoured by that, and that is what spurs him on to do the best that he very can. There's a shoulder block takedown by CM Punk, and this is 6-man tag team rules. Unlike on Sunday, this isn't every man for himself. 6-man tag rules here tonight. Mr. Kennedy, Miz and Kane taking on Punk, AJ Styles and Cara, and what a roundhouse kick by Punk. Earlier on in this matchup, here's a cover and a kick out by The Miz. I was speaking to The Miz earlier today, and in fact, he was saying how he seemed to be overlooked for most of his tenure in No Limits Wrestling. He had that famous losing streak stretching from 2012 to about 2013, and wasn't looking good for The Miz back then. However, he's managed to turn it around with his alliance and allegiance with Mr. Kennedy, and he hopes that he can put that to one side at WrestleMania and win Money in the Bank. It would be a great achievement for The Miz to do that as he tags in his tag team partner, Mr. Kennedy. AJ Styles now in the ring with Kennedy, and Kennedy, spear to the floor, caught right off guard, and that is what AJ Styles does best. That is why the fans have taken to him so much, because he is unlike any other competitor here. His own unique brand of high-flying offense and technical offense. There you see, 450 splash. He can do things that other superstars wouldn't dream of doing. That is why they call him the Phenomenal One. A rematch of sorts from last week where Mr. Kennedy was victorious over AJ Styles. However, there you see the elbow from Styles to Kennedy, and what the hell, and there you see Miz. And Miz should get back to his corner, not the legal man at all, and look at this, Kennedy taking advantage of that. There are disqualifications in this matchup, however on that occasion Miz was not disqualified. However, at WrestleMania, with the ladders and the briefcase, everything going on, all the chaos that will ensue at WrestleMania, there will be no disqualifications at that point. And you see here the quick tags. AJ Styles probably needs to make a tag, and that is what Cara is suggesting here, that he makes a tag, and you see there a cheap kick by Miz, and a kick by AJ of his own. Now AJ has the chance to tag in CM Punk. Punk now in the mix yet again, and CM Punk facing the man now that he defeated last week. The Miz on the back foot right now, and look at Punk. There's a series of shots, and what a roundhouse, jeez, right off of the skull. And now he's suggesting he wants to go to sleep. Oh, wait a minute, but Miz going to go for that skull-crushing finale perhaps, but not now, says Punk. Running high knee into the corner. CM Punk now. There is the Bulldog. After making his one-on-one debut last week, CM Punk here to become world champion, as are the other 5 in this match. The Money in the Bank participants putting on a show tonight, as they will on Sunday. Here is the high elbow drop. Here is the cover yet again, but Kane breaks up the fall, and Kane in the mix now, but Punk blocks the punch, and a punch to Kane. Kane, despite not getting along with Miz or Anderson, is here to prove a point. And you see now, there is a DDT by The Miz. Now Punk needs to get back in this, and now Kennedy tagged back in. He's still called Kennedy for the moment. Maybe he'll change his name to Anderson in the near future. He suggested it, but we'll see. He wants to become World Heavyweight Champion, and to do that he has to win Money in the Bank. Not going to be easy, but then again, if anybody can do it, it is Kennedy. You see there with the Kenton Bomb onto the CM Punk, and now he looks back at Kane, who wants to get his first taste of the action. And here we go. The Big Red Machine tagged into this matchup. Punk is prone, and a drop kick by the 323-pounder. And now has him, hold him up with ease, and the sidewalk slam by Kane. Kane is a fan favourite on the, along with Mr. Kennedy and Miz, not fan favourites, but he's insinuating the choke slam, but well, the crowd booing now because Kane could have put that away for his team, but the Miz tagging himself in, and look at him getting in the face of Kane, but that didn't help. Is this over? Is the mistake going to cost him? But it didn't. Punk with a roll-up almost caught Miz off guard. And now he wants to make the tag to Sin Cara, but Miz clotheslines him. Now he's got the headlock applied. You see the intensity in his eyes. He wants to win Money in the Bank. It is his lifelong dream. And here's a cover by Punk, rolls him over, but a kick out. And now is Miz going to tag in Kennedy, making up for his mistake. Punk needs to make the tag, and he does. And now the crowd erupts because Sin Cara has been tagged in. And look at this, senton from the top. Seated senton from Sin Cara. And now Cara with a high-flying offense. The luchador, cross-body onto Kennedy. Sin Cara knows how to invoke a reaction, and he's doing that right now. Mr. Kennedy propped up in the corner, not looking good, but Mr. Kennedy wisely dodges. Oh, now he almost got hit in the face there, but he did at that occasion. Drop kick to the face of Kennedy, and now Sin Cara desperately wants to put it away for his team and his teammates. He signals Kennedy to get up off the canvas. Don't look good. Oh my, what athleticism by Cara. And now he's got the armbar, and Kennedy is this close to tapping out, but the Miz back in, and now chaos has erupted. Tries to go for the punch, but Sin Cara blocks it, and oh my, Kane back in as throttled by the throat. Are we going to see a chokeslam? But oh wait, Miz, I think he's saying he had it covered. Well, that didn't go well with Kane. Oh my, well, Kane had enough, and the big red machine doesn't need that. Where is he going? He's just punched Miz, and yeah, he's not taking that crap anymore. He's leaving. And look at Kennedy, he's livid. Kane is leaving the building, and oh my, through the ropes. CM Punk diving onto Mr. Kennedy. Onto the Miz, I'm sorry. Mr. Kennedy is in the ring, and he's about to be put away with the Styles Clash. Kane has had enough, he's left, and that leaves Miz and Kennedy prone. Here's the Swanton Bomb. Here is the cover, and the victory. Sin Cara putting away Mr. Kennedy. My oh my. Well, that has sent shockwaves throughout the company, and it has sent a major message. Those three men now, one of them has to be considered the favourites after putting away Mr. Kennedy and the Miz. They celebrate in the ring. Miz is irritated, but he shouldn't have he was the one who cost the match for his team at the end of the day. This amazing move of athleticism from Cara, and there you see Miz taking away Sin Cara. He said he had it dealt, but Kane disagreed, punched Miz in the face, wasn't going to take it anymore, left, and this is where the match ended. The Swanton Bomb from Sin Cara, and with that, Mr. Kennedy and the Miz have a major setback on their hands. And you see the three men there celebrating on the stage, Sin Cara, CM Punk and AJ Styles, the winners of the six-man tag. They put on a hell of a performance tonight. The question is, however, can they replicate that on Sunday at WrestleMania? Kane, Mr. Kennedy, The Miz, Sin Cara, CM Punk and AJ Styles battle for the briefcase in the Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania. Who is going to be victorious? A great victory there, but here's another guy who's looking to pick up a great victory later on tonight. The Big Show, in this part, will defend his Hardcore Championship against the man who defeated Raven under controversial circumstances this past Wednesday on Metal. Big Show tonight goes one-on-one with Kevin Nash for the Hardcore Championship. Big Show has not yet faced anyone the size of Nash in his Hardcore title reign, so it's going to be interesting to see. Wait a minute. Well, obviously the crowd responding to what they're hearing, and that is John Cena's music. Cena obviously about to come out here, possibly going to talk about Kurt Angle and respond to what Kurt Angle had to say this past Wednesday on Metal.
You want a battle? I refuse to get ripped. You little bitch. You couldn't wrap a Christmas gift. You're not all American, Kurt. You wore out the gimmick. You couldn't win a bronze medal in the Special Olympics. I'm the dirty America. Look in my eyes, I'm right here. You're the American dream. I'm America's nightmare. I'm just a punk, pissing off more people than prank calls. Hope you got your 3 eyes, Kurt, because you got no balls. And when God was handing out brains, it's obvious you didn't get none. I'm usually throwing up 2 fingers, but you're special, you only get 1. So hit this cat's music so the fans can say you suck too. His finger doesn't mean you're number 1, Kurt. It means I'm saying you.
Well, my God, how offensive can you get? John Cena not pulling any punches in his verbal barrage against Kurt Angle. He is not here tonight, but he will be there at WrestleMania. Sunday at WrestleMania, John Cena goes one-on-one with the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, and after that verbal assault, I'm looking forward to it even more. On the Wednesday before WrestleMania begins is the WrestleMania pre-show. Metal Episode 6 comes to you the Wednesday before WrestleMania Part 1. On that show, the final run-up and lead into WrestleMania, promos, previews, rundowns of rivalries, all before superstars battle on the grandest stage of them all. That's Metal Episode 6, the WrestleMania pre-show. 7th of May, 3 days away from WrestleMania, is that preview of WrestleMania on Metal. And speaking of WrestleMania, still not clear who is going to be the Hardcore Champion heading into WrestleMania. Will it be Big Show or will it be Kevin Nash? This past week on Metal, Kevin Nash defeated Raven by disqualification to become the #1 contender for the Hardcore Championship. How, you ask? Well, it was simple as this. Kevin Nash threw Raven straight into the path of the Big Show, who was sitting at ringside. That made Big Show angry, and then went for the knockout punch, knocked out Kevin Nash, and inadvertently, Raven was not happy that he lost that matchup beyond his control. Nevertheless, whether Raven is happy or not, this match is still happening. Whether Nash deserves it or not, that is another issue. But the fact of the matter is, it's happening here tonight. 1 episode away from WrestleMania for the NLW Hardcore Championship. There you see, Big Daddy Cool, Kevin Nash, a force to be reckoned with. Here in No Limits Wrestling, has never held championship gold in the company and would like to start tonight. Has had a bit of a bumpy road. In fact, last week on NLW was chokeslammed by Undertaker and Kane and lost the fall in that Wolfpack vs Brothers Destruction match last week. But he's challenging for the Hardcore Championship here tonight, and Big Show wasting no time whatsoever in attacking Nash. But Nash is a powerhouse in his own right. Don't count him out whatsoever, despite the fact that he just got clotheslined out of his boots. Nash about to get his way up, and they match for size. Surprisingly, Nash is almost 7 feet tall. Big Show is 7 foot 2 inches. He throws Nash belly to belly across the ring, across the stage out there, and he's even got time to pose. Big Show has been a dominant Hardcore champion since defeating Raven on episode F17, and he has defeated Raven in the rematch last week, and here tonight has a challenge in the form of Big Daddy Cool Kevin Nash, and he throws Big Show over the steel steps. And now look at this, has a cookie sheet right off the back of Show. Here is the cover, and again, false count anywhere, no disqualification in these hardcore matches. Only way to win by pinfall or submission anywhere in the building, and that is exactly what's going on right now. Sends Big Show right into those steel steps. Kevin Nash, he looked dominant on his victory over Raven. However, he defeated Raven. That is regardless at the moment, because he has taken on the Big Show, and there you see an elbow by Show, sending Nash back into the ring. And if Big Show cannot afford to let Nash get so much offense early on, and you see now, that is how he's going to defeat Big Show with weapon shots. Again, that tray colliding off the skull for a third time. Another cover by Nash, but another kick out by the Big Show. You see the weapons scattered across the ring as the big boot connects off the side of the skull of Big Show. And now, you see wearing down the Big Show in the corner, in the ropes there, working on that arm, and you see again with that sheet. Steel tray colliding off the skull yet again. And another punch by Big Sexy. Oh, and now he's got throttled by the throat, but Nash right back at him regardless. Nash is really a force to be reckoned with, and now he's got him held by the head, but that was only brief. A headbutt putting Nash in his place. And now you got to wonder what the Big Show is planning now. Is he going to go for the chokeslam? Throttled by the throat, but Nash pushes him away. And again a trash can lid shot off of the skull. Weapons filled hardcore match up here tonight. Really wailing on the Big Show with that trash can lid. He's making his way up in the corner, has a hold of that chair. Nash looks to do away with him right now, but Big Show has the chair in hand. And again off of the skull of Nash. Jeez. And now you wonder what Big Show's got going through his mind here. What is his thought process? Throws the can at Nash, and a big boot super kick from the 400-pounder. This is an outstanding hardcore championship matchup, and it looks as if Big Show would like to put away Big Daddy Cool. Can he do away the 300-pounder? Has him throttled by the throat. Is it going to be a chokeslam here? But Nash manages to roll out of harm's way there, and it could have all been over for Nash if Big Show had hit the chokeslam, but a knockout punch. Knockout punch perhaps, but for a 300-pounder like Nash, he's surprisingly stayed conscious, but maybe not for long. You see the Big Show now with the table, brings out the wood from under the ring, and now going to place Nash on that table, and I can only imagine what Big Show is thinking. He looks up, and this is seriously dangerous for Nash. Oh my god, he's climbed to the top of the barricade. Big Show, you don't think he's going to go for a splash from that height. Oh, wait a minute. Raven out here. Oh my. Raven coming out of nowhere. And just hit the baton off the knees. Big Show going straight through the table. Oh my god. The crowd has erupted because we got a new hardcore champion. For the third time since Retribution, the hardcore championship has changed hands. I've never seen such a game of hot potato with a championship before. Raven could obviously see last week on Metal, Big Show cost Raven an opportunity to once again challenge for the hardcore title, and he was pissed. When we check a look at the replay, Big Show bringing out the table, placing Nash on top of it. We thought he was going to go for the splash, but instead Raven comes out with a nightstick, comes off the legs, and this is where Raven caused Big Show to come crashing down straight through the table. And with that, we've got a new hardcore champion just mere days before WrestleMania. And look at Raven taunting Nash, saying he's only hardcore champion because of him, but I don't think Nash really cares. And certainly Big Show does. Look at him on the floor, cannot believe that he's lost this matchup and lost the hardcore championship. He's only been champion for 2 weeks, but already has been dethroned. Raven costing Big Show the hardcore champion, but the fact of the matter is your winner and new hardcore champion heading into WrestleMania, Big Daddy Cool, Kevin Nash. Well, in the final part before WrestleMania next week, it is the main event, and it is a Retribution rematch. The main event for Retribution, the game Triple H taking on the Phenom, The Undertaker, the Royal Rumble winner taking on the man who faces Sting at WrestleMania. Triple H versus The Undertaker in a Retribution rematch. That is next week.